Hello, beautiful, vibrant souls. I am so grateful that this video has crossed your timeline today. We are here to pull a few cards for the collective and see what messages Spirit has within for you. If you are looking for in-depth personal guidance, please feel free to reach out to me. I do so in a video just like this. We have a follow-up chat opportunity, and I do that on a sliding scale, so it always fits within your budget. I'm going to take these top 3 cards today. I pulled these. Wasn't that perfect? Some of us have some interesting spring energy popping up here. So we have our Emperor card, our Divine Masculine. There is a sense of stability here. There is some very comforting energy. This feels safe. You've met someone, or you're feeling the stability in your relationship. You're feeling confident and comfortable in yourself. You're also taking action towards the things that you want. You're not just waiting idly for these things to occur for you. You've just addressed the situation and you know what you want. That doesn't mean that you can't settle into that divine feminine energy when you need to. This is about being more proactive, but doing so in a way of confidence where you know that the steps that you're taking and the things that you're putting into place right now are really sturdy, reliable types of actions. This isn't coming from a place of uh, being impatient or hurried. This isn't sloppy work here. This is all very much like solid footing. This feels like each step is very carefully planned, feels very secure. It's a locked in foundation. Whether we're talking about a relationship with another person, whether we're talking about friendship, family, or job, or even if we're talking about some kind of move that you're going to be making, you're being really, really attentive to the details. You don't want anything to miss anything this time around. I feel like maybe you've done that before where you didn't read the fine print. Didn't read the fine print. Um, don't want to do anything that is going to be detrimental to your future. So you're trying to just take it easy. You're taking it slow, but it feels really stable and really comfortable. So we have the Aeon, which is their world card, kind of like seeing all the pieces come together in the most perfect way, seeing everything fall into place. And you can see it, and it's, it's there. You know that too. I'm getting that you can see when things are about to fall into place for you because you start hearing other people celebrating their successes and you feel good about it. It doesn't trigger you the same way that it would have when you felt like it was out of your reach. Now it feels so closely within your reach, and it feels so real to you that as you hear of others celebrating their successes, you're celebrating them too. You're celebrating for them. You're grateful to have the opportunity to be a part of witnessing these level ups, right? Because you know that it's happening for you. It feels really good for you. Now, if you're still at that place where it does feel a little bit uncomfortable to you, um, it's because there's some piece that you're trying to put into place that doesn't quite fit. This card is about these things naturally coming together. So there's no way that you can force a puzzle piece into a spot that it doesn't work, right? Without damaging the piece. We don't want to do that. Instead, work on something else. Work on what is going well. Work on things that give you comfort, that make you feel good. And what you'll find is eventually you will come across the right piece that goes there. So there's no hurried forcing it. It's just a very natural state of, this feels good. This feels like things are coming together for me. I feel like I'm falling into the environment and um, into the energy of others that feels right and it fits me. And we've got this Lover's card to confirm that as well. We're talking about perfect fits. We're talking about this isn't something that is rushed. You have spent a great deal of time healing and working on yourself. And in fact, you're almost convinced that that's what you have to keep doing. And it is. You do have to keep focusing on yourself. But it's that energy that draws in the types of compatible energy that work best for you. And so if you stay in that energy and you just keep doing what feels good to you, what you'll find is that that perfect compatible energy shows up to add to complement what it is that you've got going on in your life. It doesn't take you from the things that matter to you. It's not going to demand more from you. It almost feels too good to be true. So you're almost a little bit like, I don't know. And you know what? That's okay. You don't have to be locked in immediately. You're not supposed to be. This is a take it slow kind of a feel. I'm getting like sunsets. I'm getting like lazy Sunday mornings. I'm getting the kind of like slow strolls and beautiful scenery and relaxing road trips. These are all things that give me this feeling of contentment and bliss and comfort, but there's no hurriedness to it. There's no rush to this energy. This is all things falling into place for you. And it's all because you're just going with what feels good. And that has a lot to do with the work that you've done. That's wild. I just came up with this last video. We were literally ending that video up with talking about slow, easy journeys and comfortable rides. And here we have Diligence and Voyage. All that work that you did and that you are doing to focus on yourself, to heal, to be very self-aware. You're consciously making the effort to analyze your feelings and your thoughts about things before the reaction happens. There's so much of a difference in how you used to respond here. So, like, I can feel that this is effort. I'm not that person anymore. And more importantly, I know that if I don't make the changes that I want to see, there's nothing that's going to change. I have to do this. I have to. And then we have this Voyage card. So again, I'm getting some like scenery passing. And it feels really beautiful and natural and comfortable. It doesn't feel rushed. This isn't like an anxiety ridden, I have to go somewhere and I have to do a thing. I'm choosing to go there and I'm in this state of bliss, contentment, happiness. It's a beautiful ride. It's a beautiful journey. Things are changing for me. And I don't want to rush from point A to point B because I've realized that when I do that, I lack appreciation for how far I've come. And I feel like I get there and I'm so exhausted from the process of point A to point B that when I get to point B, I need to recuperate. I don't want to end up at point B and have to recuperate from the journey. I want the journey to be just as enjoyable as getting from point A to point B. So I'm here right now, but I don't want to be at this heightened anxiety state as I work through these steps to get to the kind of lifestyle that I want to live. I'm also getting, though, that this is going to be some literal travel for some of you. Of course, a lot of folks do a lot of traveling, but this is a particularly special kind of journey for you. This is like bucket list. This is something that you've always wanted for yourself, or there's an experience at the end of this travel that is, or during this travel that is really life changing, remarkable, kind of profound insight into life and how far you've come. I'm getting that you're fulfilling childhood dreams, or you're coming to this realization that you have built a life for yourself that you never thought was possible. And it's because of the consistent work that you've done. You pulled your, like, breaking generational curses type of a thing. This is a place that, this is something that even your parents never even considered as an option. And their parents didn't even conceive that it existed. So you've broken this curse of not being able to improve your life and to put yourself into a place where you can really truly enjoy life. And this all comes to you as this very intense, like, I'm getting like emotional type of overwhelming gratitude for the journey that you've come on. You've made your ancestors proud. You've done things that they didn't even conceive of, but they saw you and they knew that you were going to be the one. You were going to not quit until you got what you deserved, until you could say, I did this for all who came before me. That's what I'm here for. I made this journey because I wanted to show that little girl who was me, that little girl, little boy that was my parents. I wanted to show them that it was possible and they deserved it. So I did this for them. I did this because they deserved it. I did this because I love myself. I did this because I love my lineage. I love where I come from. I love everything about what sacrifices were made before me, as well as the sacrifices that I made myself in honor of this, in putting myself and my goals and my happiness first. I did have to sacrifice some things that other people wouldn't find easy to sacrifice. They would say, no, I can't, I don't want to do that. I mean, I know I could have this, but I'm not willing to. And you were like, no, I'm willing to. Because I know that the people who came before me that made my life possible, that brought me into this world, without them, I wouldn't exist. They made sacrifices far greater than anything that I could ever do. And so I'm getting that this voyage, this journey is the culmination of this work, generations of work. So it is well deserved. And this bliss and the peace and the beauty that comes along with it, soak it all up. Go ahead and take that all in. Enjoy every moment of it. Feel your feelings, feel that gratitude and express them. Say thanks. Give thanks to all that came before you and give thanks to above. Really honing in even further on the same message for today. This is about taking the culmination of the work that you've done, owning it, claiming it, using it, enjoying it. It's a part of who you are. It's a part of the legacy that you're a part of, that you're constructing for the future generations as well. So with our Panther spirit, reclaiming your power, nobody will ever make you feel inferior. If you've ever felt that way, you will never feel inferior again. You understand now that you are more powerful than you ever realized. Just looking at the life that you've lived, just looking at how far you've come, just looking at how strong, how much endurance you have. Your endurance is just mind-blowing. The way that you can continually keep pushing, the way that when you get knocked down, you get immediately back up and you keep fighting. There is nothing that's going to keep you down. There's nothing that's going to stop you from accomplishing what it is that you desire. And you know that there is, with our spider spirit, we're making our dreams real, making them real, making them real, making it happen, doing what needs to be done. You were willing to, and you started demonstrating that to yourself and to everyone around you. You have become an inspiration to people that you've never even spoken to, because you do the work. And that work, it starts to pay off. And as it starts to pay off, we do find that there are some folks that will get drawn into us because they love that energy, but they love that energy in kind of a vampiric way. They want to kind of siphon off of you. You don't tolerate that anymore. You have recognized the flags of that kind of behavior. You've recognized the people that feel good energetically because you match vibrationally, because you enhance each other, because you complement each other's energy, versus those that show up and don't really have that kind of energy of their own. After you leave their presence, you feel depleted, you feel exhausted, and you've recognized that so quickly now that you'll just get up and leave the room. You'll leave the table. You'll leave that situation immediately, because you know what that feels like now. And so you have embraced that there are certain situations that are those kind of lessons for you to walk away from immediately. You don't need to continue in that to say, well, what other lessons are here? No, 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 no. That's your power. Your power is of recognizing where you belong and realizing that you're not going to belong everywhere. You're not for everyone. You're not supposed to be for everyone. That there's plenty of you to go around. That doesn't mean that you give it away. The people that are deserving don't ask for anything, because they've got something to offer themselves. They show up and it's an exchange. And that exchange feels good. You love when we have that exchange of inspiration, ideas, of good positive energy. And for some people it's different kinds of resources. Sometimes it's not energy, but sometimes they go, just being in your presence makes me feel good, and you don't feel any negativity from them, but they show you love in other ways. They support you in the ways that they can, and it still feels good. It's an equitable exchange, right? You have reclaimed what is yours. That power, that energy, the tenacity, the endurance, all of these qualities that have gotten you from where you started to where you are right now are multiplying exponentially. You are becoming more and more powerful as you maintain this energy. All of these skills that you have worked towards, that you have accumulated over time, that you have blood, sweat, and tears has gone into living this life that you live. These things all create the life and existence that you desire. You're not expecting anybody to hand you anything. You don't expect any kind of a free ride. But you also know that there is something really rewarding and really enjoyable about what you've accomplished, because when you do sit down and rest and you do look back, there is a sense of pride that is well deserved. You have shown everyone around you, you've shown your ancestors, your spirits, all of your guides, that you are paying attention and you're doing what needs to be done. And you have accomplished so much already, and there is so much more for you. You are powerful. You are powerful, and you have beautiful, tremendous talent and skill going forward to accomplish anything that you desire. Thank you so much for joining with me. I am always so grateful to have you along on this healing journey, on this journey of discovery, on this manifesting journey. Please, if there's anything that I can do for you, reach out. I love to hear from you. I would love to hear about your experiences and your ups and your downs, whatever it is that you would like to share with me. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see you again.